an awesome. All right, Brad, you can't handle the truth.
Oh, no, you missed it. It's Jack Nicholson's famous line. You want the truth? Google it. Do a screen swipe. I just created a new meme.
That is pretty good. Because if you Google it, doesn't mean you get the truth. Well, that was in the old days. That was back in the early days whenever they did no harm.
Yeah.
They abandoned their mission, vision, and values.
You know, and I love that you brought up Sid and Chris again, because all I thought of the first thing was poker. I mean, you get paid a lot of money to lie really well and get people to believe that it is the truth that you have a full house.
Now, why not tell the truth? Poker, winning poker.
Yeah, so I think I got Google's new ad campaign. I'm going to make a lot of money on it. I don't know if I don't think it's the truth, but I might make some money on it. No, so just experiencing this as
the internet, it doesn't have to be true.
That's true. That's true. So we just recently had a top agent panel. I brought this up the other day, and it was like when they were asking about what their daily ritual looked like, they made it sound picture perfect, book perfect while they were on stage. And luckily it was a coach interviewing them. And she said, so really, like 4 hours, the phone handle never goes back down on the phone? Well, I mean, if I'm telling the truth, well, isn't that what we wanted? And then the next one goes to the next one and goes, well, if I'm being totally honest, and being a coach, I know, like, I see these people's production, I see their numbers, and we want to make ourselves feel good. And actually, like, that's not even a bad lie. They are leading people to believe that if they do this for 4 hours, which nobody ever does, like picking up the phone and just dialing for 4 hours, that is so rare that even the top of the top don't really do it that often. Like I said, I coach, so I'm kind of ruined a little bit because I know the truth and how it's really done. But for me, you know, it's about hearing all the promises for things like buy my program and you'll have 40 sales, or you know, I made $10 million overnight with my little training program, or you know, just all this stuff. And so it's harder to believe people when you really do find something, but I think genuineness and truthfulness shows up. Network marketing is a perfect example. By the way, I love network marketing. I love the model. I love everything about it. But people will like, so, oh no, I know you don't have time to really do this and do another thing, but I'll put people in your downline. Hey, don't put freaking one person in your downline, and you just wasted your time. All you wasted was some startup kit fee, and you knew you didn't have time to do it, but they were going to build it because it was going to help them. And oh man, it's just, I can go on and on. So I'm going to kind of pull it this way. The other side of this is that really sometimes our truth is a lie, and because as human beings we're very impressionable. And I mentioned also, like last week or week before, the movie The Secret. If you just search The Secret movie, when this came out, the manifestation, putting it into the universe, everybody, I mean, most of the people here know this stuff is real and that it really does work because we do it. I mean, I'm freaking doing it every day. I ended up on ESPN during the NFL draft because I knew I was going to get up front and be like right there. In fact, if I really wanted to do it, we would have been backstage with the players. But anyway, it's just like about manifesting. So like James Arthur Ray was in that movie, and everything he shared was so amazing about challenging the ego, taking a cold shower, sleep in for a week and throw your ego off track. And I love the concept of everything he was talking about. But he had a sweatshop in Arizona, in Sedona, and two people died during that thing. Like, it was in a tent in the desert and this fasting thing. And two people believed it so much that they didn't even like stop to not die, right? And there's all kinds of stuff around there, but I'm just going to leave it with this. When you talk about that perspective, you got Waco, Texas. I mean, you got our presidency. I mean, who's lying and who's telling the truth? Or I mean, who's telling the truth and who's lying? I mean, who's lying and who's telling the truth? It's like freaking 50% of the country believes one thing, 50% of the other company or country believes they're crazy, but yet the other people think they're crazy and they think they're telling the truth. So who the hell knows anymore, right? That's where I'm going to leave this can of worms. Is everybody contemplating the answer?
Look in the back. Sorry, I'm like, why can't the screen just move over? Yeah, exactly right. Just because somebody's saying it doesn't mean it. Who knows what's true anymore? Because here's the thing about Google, and this is something that at some point was mentioned, or maybe I was having a conversation with somebody. If you look hard enough, there will be quote unquote proof or justification for the way you think or what you believe in. The internet is filled with all kinds of stuff, great stuff and lots of trash. So if you look hard enough, you can justify your perspective with an article by a supposed expert online. Whether they're really an expert or not in today's world, I don't know if it matters anymore. It does matter, but how can you verify anyone in the world, especially now with AI? That's going to get even worse. You can put my face speaking and sounding like Michelle, saying whatever Neil is thinking, and what Ed did, right? The truth is becoming more and more evasive, and it's that much harder to get to the bottom of it, because when somebody screws up, they weave a web of lies so deep that it's hard to uncover the truth, because along the way, there's a lot of other people that are also lying and covering up. So when the truth finally comes out, everybody denies it because nobody wants to be involved. Anybody doubts that, I'd like to see the copy that you've got of Epstein's list. And that way you can read my comments. Anyway, with that said,